Hello there guys, it is me, Jackal again, and welcome back to another video. Yet again, another one, here we are. And you read the title and you must probably be like, man, this guy is really out of ideas. If you're watching my channel for the first time, let me explain why. A while ago, I made a video where every 50 years I destroyed the weakest kingdom. And on that video, or in my Discord, someone commented, do this with the strongest kingdom. You read the title, I'm doing the same thing again, except this time every 100 years, I am going to destroy the strongest kingdom. Because, you know, these guys are going to put in hard work, try to become the strongest, but if they do that, they will be destroyed. So they better hope that they stay the weakest, but these guys don't know that. They're going to try to all do their best, you know, try their hardest, try to get success. Losers. What kind of loser wants to do that? But anyway, let's get right into it, and let me introduce you to the kingdoms. With a click of this little button right here, all the names have been revealed. In the south, we have Alaska. Then we have the entire country of Ireland. Then over here in the swamp in the jungle, we have Florida. Then up here in the rocklands, we have Chatland. Over here in the Gallic biome, we have Galicia. Up here in the normal grass, we just have the normal biome. There's nothing special about them. And over here in the flower biome, we have Pancreas. I literally just did the first thing I thought of. And finally, up here in the north, you can't actually see their name, but we have Agartha. And if you don't know what Agartha is, it's a stupid internet meme, a stupid thing. And they are in the enchanted biome. These are our kingdoms. There are 8 of them, which means we should simulate around 800 years in total, unless some of these get destroyed. But to start off, as you can see here, diplomacy and rebellions will be off. These guys are just going to have to expand on their own. Now, Chatland immediately looks like it's off to the best start here, but that's because half of these guys, for some reason, just are asleep. Like, if we go into the subspecies, there's 100 humans here, that none of them are they're all sleeping for some reason. Oh, there we go, they all woke. See, now there's a bunch more of them. But anyway, as these kingdoms come to their senses, they're gonna want to start expanding. But that's a bad thing, and they do not know that. So whatever kingdom here is the weakest in total will be our winner, which is going to be interesting because as we destroy kingdoms, there's going to be more land to open up for other kingdoms to look at. So, you know, the final kingdom may actually be pretty strong. But anyway, enough talk. Let us simulate to our first elimination of year 100. And by the way, by weakest kingdom, I mean purely in terms of population, whoever has the least amount of population. So anyway, let us get simulating. And here we are at year 100, and let's try to find who the strongest is. Looking around here, it's close in some places, but I see it, we all see it. Alaska, ironically one of the weakest and most least populated places in real life, is the strongest. And despite their lovely village, I mean, look at all the progress they have. They really deserve to be the strongest. They got like a light tower. Look at this lighthouse right here. They're like trying to watch over the coast. No more. No, they're gone. I'm sorry, Alaska, you should have known better. We have to pull out the destructor. We shall rain hell from the sky. And oh my god, they're gone. I'm trying not to hit Florida or the nearby kingdoms too much, but actually I think damaging them would actually make them better off, so that's actually good for them. I just eviscerated Alaska. Jesus. Well, in other news, every inch of land on this island seems to be secured. Ireland, for some reason, just can't quite, you know, get their head out of the lucky biome, and they actually had to go form their own island, just like real life. You know, actually, if you look really hard, this island right here looks like Ireland, and this one looks like the UK. Good for them. They finally won. And in other news, the current second strongest kingdom, the one that's on alert to be destroyed next time, is Galicia. We don't have that much land here, but they somehow colonized this land over here, so I don't know. I don't know why they did that. They must not know. And right now, the weakest kingdom is Florida, but I think some of that might be my fault. The rest of these guys are all looking good. Just so you guys know, we do have natural disasters and other disasters are turned on. So even if Galicia is the strongest kingdom, they could still get absolutely decimated by like some sort of plague. You know, as a matter of fact, that's a good idea. Let's turn on the Rat King. Now, let me just slow down time and click unpause here. That's a lot of fire. Oh, that's gotta burn. Jeez. Yikes. Well, at least there's At least there's some free real estate opening up right here. This actually could be a bad thing right here, because now that there's all this open land, Florida and possibly Chad land are going to be like, heck yeah, and just go in there and try to take all of that. But that would be a very, very, very bad move for them. But anyway, I'm talking too much here. Let's get the speed up and let's go to year 200, where our second kingdom is going to be destroyed, nuked, gone forever. And there we are at year 200. This fight was pretty neck and neck between Pancreas and Garlicia. But as you can see, Garlicia they're a bit too strong. And the weakest kingdom right now by far is Florida. What the heck is going on with them? Like at this point, even though Florida's the weakest and you think, oh, they're the weakest, they're gonna win, they might literally just get eviscerated. Like I don't even know what's going on with them. I'm trying to find an apt punishment to destroy Garlicia. Ooh. I think they just dug themselves a hole here. Well, we can start them off with some crab bomb peppering, and then we send in the big boss. Just destroy everything. Okay, I literally like killed all the people. Where is everyone? Dude, the entire city is gone. How are there 72? Wait a minute. Oh, you guys. They thought they could escape me. Oh, you silly. You poor guys. And screw your boat too. Well, there's Garlicia. Oh my god. Fine, there's still 9 of them. Jesus, does that make you happy? But that is Garlicia eliminated. And we are down to just 6 remaining kingdoms. Once again, like I said, the most populated kingdom is Pancreas, and the second most populated is Chadland, while the least 2 populated are Florida, who is, jeez, they're doing bad, man. It's bad. And Agartha, which Agartha is really doing good because they have so little land. Like, I mean, I think they have the least amount of land in the game, which usually is not something you want, but in this, what we're doing here, that is big news for them. I have this graph up from the death by explosion tally, and 0, and then 100, all the way up. And then 100 years later, back up again. By the time all the kingdoms are going to destroy, it's just going to like a step ladder slowly going up. Well, for all you remaining kingdoms, I wish you luck and hope you have a terrible, I hope you guys just do terrible. Like Loki, like a plague would be like the best thing that can happen to them, and they don't even know. But enough talk. God bless Florida, and let's go to year 300. There we are at year 300. And I mean, the graphs pretty much stayed the same. Florida is still terrible. Kind of like real life. I mean, this is pretty accurate. Ireland's doing Ireland things, probably blowing up cars or something. The normals are unsurprisingly normal and lame. And Chadland, Gartha doing whatever, but Pancreas, unfortunately, is the strongest. And we all know what happens when you're the strongest. You get struck by the wrath of Zeus. Just everywhere. Just clear it all up. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I forgot that lightning, when you do it enough times, just opens up hell into the real world. Nothing a little rain can't fix, right? Oh jeez. I just like rocked Chatland. But honestly, that actually helps them out, but I'm going to still make it a bit easier for them by clearing up some of these rocks. Sorry about that, guys. And to the remnants of Pancreas, let's just there we go. Where's the rest of... It always comes to this. Why does it always just have to come to me dropping a bunch of nukes until everyone's dead? Where is the rest of them? Where are they? Oh, they had a little village down here. Pancreas is now destroyed. And there's a lot of free real estate up here in the middle of the map. Hopefully, though, these kingdoms do not take advantage of it. And I'm sorry to all the kingdoms I kind of hit. Wait, no, I'm not. That helps them out. Wait, I like how every time a kingdom gets destroyed, there's just slightly more and more of an atomic wasteland being built up. Soon enough, this is just gonna be like Fallout at the end. But we still have a little bit. Florida's pretty much an atomic wasteland right here. But they kind of already are, so, I mean, honestly, not much has changed. They've actually gotten stronger somehow, so Chadland's doing okay. Everyone's doing alright, but I'm gonna change that. We are going to go into world laws and turn on diplomacy, which means over this next 100 years, kingdoms can declare war on one another. And while some kingdoms maybe will take that chance and be like, yes, we can get bigger and stronger, Yeah, no, they're gonna get absolutely wrecked if they do that, because if they take over another kingdom, that's pretty much guaranteed that they're gonna lose. Because right now, the strongest is Ireland with 231, and everyone else is kind of around that mark. I mean, anything could happen. So with diplomacy on, we're gonna crank up the speed, and I'll see you guys at our next bombing, mass killing, of year 400. And there we are at year 400. I'm not quite sure if you saw, but if you can't, you must be pretty blind, because Agartha up here destroyed the normal kingdom. They got too greedy. Now they will be obliterated. They will succumb to the same fate as all of those before them. And how about this time we just do it through meteors? I don't know, why not? Jesus Christ. Shift clicking meteors is the best thing ever made in this game. And of course, like usual, there we go. Some kingdoms survived, but Agartha is destroyed immediately. And somehow Chadland right here has been narrowed down to just 92. I'm sure that has nothing to do with what I did earlier. But I say next week, wait a minute. They thought they could escape me. Oh, you guys are silly. You get bowling balled. The bowling balls of doom and despair. There you go. Now they're gone forever. Now Agartha is gone. And I'm going to take a few minutes here, a few seconds for you guys to repair the biomes to what they were. I'm going to try to do the same biomes as they were last time, just so these kingdoms will start to expand again. Because if these kingdoms start expanding, then we will see some population shifts. But as of right now, all of these kingdoms are going to stay the exact same, because I don't think they like expanding into the nuclear waste for some reason. I couldn't tell you why they wouldn't like to be over here, but I'll be right back with that. And huzzah! Good enough. I know it still looks terrible. God, this is really, really ugly. But as we click unpause, it looks a bit better there. And now we have our last 4 kingdoms left. Wait, 4? What? Who the hell are you guys? No, just I'm not even gonna no. No, okay, no. Okay, there's now donut hole shaped lake of lava right here. So that's a feature. I meant to do that anyway. But now we will sim to year 500, and we will turn diplomacy off for this one. We are down to our last 3 kingdoms. I hope your favorite kingdom, one of these guys, is still alive. I'm personally cheering for Ireland, which probably isn't good because they are currently the strongest, but only time will tell. And here we are at year 500. Apparently, when you get rid of all the nuclear waste, countries just expand like crazy. And we are neck and neck here for the final. But Chadland and Florida, both the biggest they've ever been. But as we can see, Chadland is the strongest. By just 16 people nonetheless. But they got greedy. As soon as the land opened up, both of these kingdoms began expanding, while Ireland, they've just stayed happy. Ireland's pretty tired of being colonized, so they decided, hey, we're the colonizer for once, why don't we just take it easy? They took their little crappy island over here. They have a little base up here in the only remaining nuclear section, really. I got rid of all the nuclear waste on the map, and the only place you decide to expand to is the last remaining nuclear war zone. Oh wait, hold up, this isn't Ireland. Oh, this is Florida. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, Chadland, say your goodbyes, as we are going to absolutely obliterate you with, what do we got? Bowling balls would be pretty funny, but that would destroy the map. Antimatter would literally just destroy the map. Fine, we'll go with nuclear bombs again, but how about like a lot of them? Huh, we're gonna have to make it smaller here. We gotta go precise incision right here. Okay, I tried to be precise, but I think I killed like half of Florida. Probably could have done this a lot easier. It took a lot of death from both sides, but Chadland is destroyed, along with the rest of the world. Okay, let me repair that real quick. I'll be right back. And boom, perfect. This is what perfection looks like. I actually find it interesting how Florida kind of looks like the actual map of Florida, just reversed and cold. They do have a nice hot tub though, that looks pretty sweet. But anyway, Florida's down to 380, Ireland's down to 230. So currently, Ireland is the winner, or the one who's gonna win. But I'm not gonna change anything, I'm not gonna interfere. Ireland has all of this room to expand, but Florida does too. Let's see what they choose to do. And I will see you guys at year 600 where the winner will be decided. And here we are, closing in on year 600, and Florida just couldn't get enough of themselves. They grew rapidly with all this free real estate land opening up. And look at their lovely kingdoms, all their nice houses, all the beauty, all the stuff they've made in the past 100 years. Oh, it's about to be gone forever because Ireland is your winner. They have stayed the weakest. A weird thing to say for the winner. They have gone from the lucky clover fields and somehow they're half lemon biome. I don't even remember spawning down the lemon biome, but good for them, I guess. I don't know. But as for Florida, they need to be dealt with. Oh my god. I'm using the SAR Bomba this time. So everything is getting obliterated. I think I just took out part of Ireland there, but that is it. As we unpause, the entire map is just gone. And all that remains is Ireland. So, after 600 years, we have finally determined that Ireland is the weakest and worst kingdom. They're probably not very proud that they were the worst, but they were probably also pretty proud that they, aren't in the middle of the ocean now. So, good for them. So anyway, that is where today's video is going to end. I know it's a pretty simple one, but hey, simple works sometimes, and this video was pretty fun to make. Didn't take me that long, won't take me that long to edit. It's just nice. It's nice and peaceful. If you guys enjoyed this video and you're still here, why don't you go join my Discord, the link's in the description, or even become a channel member. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Farewell.